Sorrento area in 1908 and settled in the Taylor Street area and established the Ferrara Bakery, which eventually would be the Ferrara Candy Company and the Ferrara Bakery. My great-grandmother was Serafina Ferrara. My grandfather was Nello Ferrara, a very active member of the Italian-American community, Villa Scalabrini and Casa Italia. The bakery is still on Taylor Street, run by my aunt and her husband, and my mom has a store in the Oak Park area where we import a lot of things from Italy. But I also have a Wisconsin connection as well. My dad is of the Aliotos from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, originally from Sicily. So I have a Wisconsin connection too. So, my personal background is I actually am an attorney. I was a prosecutor down at 26 in California for 12 years. So when I knew that everyone was speaking, when I walked in, I thought, okay, I was in court for 12 years. I should be able to come up with something. Unlike your experience, I was in court and we did trials every day. I was in the everything from sex crimes unit, homicide unit, narcotics unit. So I've seen it all, child sex crimes unit. What I learned in my 12 years there is, unlike medicine, which is the field that my brother is in, what I saw was people doing things to people that could be prevented. I saw the very ugly part of society, which unfortunately is really in neighborhoods that we all live in. When I retired from being a prosecutor, I had my daughter, and I wanted to make a difference and also pay homage to my Italian roots. I would say that my family is certainly an American dream success story. They came from Italy. There were 3 families living above the bakery, and then they were able to build this company with the American dream. When I decided to write a children's book, therefore I wanted to go back to the Italian roots. It's a series. This is the first book in a series of what will be 12 books. And I started with Italy. And so I have our main character is Patricia Parrott, PhD. Now, who is Patricia? When I was 7 years old, when I was about 4 years old, I was diagnosed with dyslexia by the University of Chicago, and I still have the letter today that my mom received being a new parent saying, this is way back in the 70s, saying, your child will never mainstream. She has a learning disorder, so you need to put her in special ed. She'll never be able to be with the other kids. And being a strong Italian woman, my mom was not going to let that answer stick. So she found Sister Patricia Henschel, who was a Dominican nun at Rosary College, which is now Dominican University, who was doing cutting edge research on dyslexia and other learning disabilities. So for the first 4 years of my formal education, I was tutored every single day to basically encourage the right side of my body to kick in and help me learn to read and do activities from left to right the way that you're supposed to. So she is my main character, because without her and my mom, who knows where I would be in terms of education and my ability to make a difference in the world. So that's our main character. The book goes through different areas of Italy. So we talk first in the first couple pages about all of our differences, about children being different from other children. I know you touched on that, Doctor. So important to realize the capacity that children have at a very young age to understand very complex ideas. Children realize that they're the same and they realize that they're different. And if we educate children when they're younger, we can have children living lives with an open heart, learning lives with an open heart, not just living them, but learning, being active in the process of learning about other people who are different than us and celebrating those differences. So the first couple pages is a park scene where children of all different races and ethnicities talk about how different each other is. And then this particular edition goes to Italy. So Patricia takes, I'm just going to show you a couple of pages. I don't have any slides. But Patricia takes everyone on a journey on magic flying bow tie pasta, because it again coordinates with the culture of Italy and how important pasta is in the mind of a child. And again, want to connect both Italian children and non-Italian children to celebrate the differences in each culture. And when they get to Italy, they meet 2 characters, Serafina, for my great-grandmother, who came here as a matriarch of our family, and Giuseppe. And Serafina and Giuseppe are from Napoli and Sicily, And within the book, we do use words and translations with a phonetical pronunciation, so kids can start learning a little bit of Italian words. And then we have a translation page that goes through different Italian words. We talk about Michelangelo, we talk about Venice, Carnevale, Le Befana, things that are really tied into the Italian culture. And if you grew up as an Italian kid, things that you knew, pasta fagioli, the cannolis, things like that we want people to be exposed to. And then at the end of the book, we just have a little journey back home, and we have a couple translation pages where we teach the kids 1 through 10. You can say your name and where you live and your age in Italian. So it's just kind of a little bit about me and this story. We have a little drawing page, but again, the purpose of the book is to bring all these wonderful ideas about openness and having a heart and learning about differences and just bring them down to a younger level, because they are certainly capable of doing it.
Thank you.
It's available through me, but they literally just print them out. So it's available through me right now.
Do you have them with you?
I do have them with me, and I can autograph them for kids
Thank
too.
you.
You did the illustrations?
I had someone do the illustrations. Our tagline is "Learn life with an open heart."
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very good, thanks.
I should want to do a card too.
Oh, all right. Could I just quickly introduce my husband who came and was taking pictures, and this is the man that started it all.
Okay.
Dr. John Coletta.
I'm the one who took pictures. I take pictures of her all the time. You know, if I
Well,
can
share
just,
them with us if online. If you...
just do one line and tell you that in the midst of Carolina telling her story, she forgot to add one thing. She wrote a great cookbook that's here too, which is a plant-based cookbook that's for patients who either have cardiovascular problems or don't want cardiovascular problems.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all for coming. Stay in touch with us and with each other. There were some...
Dominic, you have everybody's? Should we have a page for everybody to write?
Well, I think we have most of your email. We have most of their email addresses of the presenters.
I asked the audience to fill out a questionnaire in which they would provide us with their email address.
Okay, yeah. Please give us that feedback. It helps us make better programs. And there's still some food out
Yes,
there.
please take a sandwich on your way out.
Take it with you. We have a rule against keeping leftovers here. Thank you very much. Oh, we have one more raffle. Thank you for coming. Gave a little bit more profile to what we do.
Going twice and one
Are you our brothers or what?
No, I'm just assistant.
Where is Dee?
Okay, everyone, take a yellow page with you. It's about
Silencio, please.
June 6th event, the Tusiani Poetry Celebration.
This one. Okay, this is for you. You can make announcements on the radio.
Signed already. Write to me on Facebook. Let me know how you like it, or on email.
I gave you my card. But that's from school. Let me give you my cell phone. Let me give you my cell phone.
Thank you.
Yes, this one, with the maps and that's the other way down, Okay, want to see if we can make it the next month, Wednesday, June 6th. To Cina, great poet. Deserves Nobel.
I'll do that here today.
This is your raise.
Here you are. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Enjoy. We're doing 10 today because of the event. Okay.